This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
We are reconvening in the case of Patterson versus Patterson. In our previous hearing, Mr. Patterson, you brought a claim against your wife on allegations of cheating, and it turned out that she was being truthful and she was not cheating. But she has brought a counterclaim against you, accusing you of cheating. And Ms. Patterson, if you find out he's cheating, you are going to end the marriage.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. What are the warning signs? Why do you think he's cheating?
Because he cheated in the past, and that's what pulls me away from him. When we moved away from our hometown and went to our new town, it wasn't there. The spark wasn't there anymore. Like, I love him, but I couldn't trust him. We have trust issues, and I feel like, why should I be laying down with a man who already laying down with somebody else? Maybe a month after us being there, you know, them female intuitions started kicking in. I ain't have no evidence, but I started having little dreams and stuff, and my dreams be reality. And I'ma just keep it real.
Tell me about these dreams. What do they look? What are you dreaming about?
I walked in a room with him having sex with another woman.
Wow.
And it was like you were there.
It was like I was standing there. I snatched him up off the bed. I did all that. And so I woke up that morning like,
what was that?
like, okay. And then them thoughts go to run in your head. And I be like, hold up, okay.
Did that happen, or did I dream it, or did a vision come to me?
It was a vision. That's what I thought. It was a vision.
Because it felt so real.
I thought God was sending me a sign.
Your wife is accusing you of cheating.
That's right.
What are you here to prove today?
That I'm not. That whatever she dreaming about, just let that go. I mean, dreams stick with you. I never heard of nothing like that.
So you don't feel it's fair for you to be accused of because she's dreaming about something?
Because she dreaming about you thinking that. You know?
She dreams it, all of a sudden you're just automatically guilty.
Automatic.
That's not right.
It ain't. It ain't.
Well, I'm not saying, I'm just saying that the reason she's having those dreams.
I'm gonna turn for this one.
It's a female intuition.
She's having these dreams because her intuition is being triggered.
How is he gonna be held responsible for something she dreamt about?
No.
It's a dream. It's a dream.
The dream is centered on the fact that her intuition is fueling her dreams. So she believes that he is cheating, and so her mind is saying, at night, her subconscious is saying, what you're believing, this is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh,
and more importantly, she is saying he cheated in the past. So she has a trust issue.
Yes.
And now her intuition is going, that antenna's doing this. And when that antenna wiggles, it comes up. So tell me, what happened in the past?
He was cheating with his ex or whatever. She say I took him from her.
Wow.
I don't know. I was never the side chick. I was the only chick. That's how I felt. But it was an ongoing thing. Then not even that girl. It was a whole nother girl. That neighbor.
So it's two different women?
Your Honor, yes. Let me tell you, I was walking by the pool. I was pregnant as hell. Walking by the pool, waiting on my homegirls to get off the train, and we walking by, and this girl, she banging on the table. Man, trust and believe, I don't know she talking to me, so I'm still minding my business. He gonna say, babe, I can't let you. He said, babe, I can't let you go out like that. She talking to you.
Who said that?
He did.
He said that.
And I said, what you mean she talking to me? He was like, man, I told the hoe to keep her mouth shut.
Is that true?
Nah. It's true.
What?
It's true. It is true.
It's true. It's true.
Okay, so did everybody at the pool know it was true?
Nah, I wouldn't say everybody.
Nah, all her friends was like, oh, you crazy girl, she gonna beat you up. Shh, stop doing that. Like, they was telling her she was wrong, but at this point, she being disrespectful to me, and I was still a hothead, so I did what I had to do, and then I handled him at home.
All right. And what did that look like when you handled him at home?
You know, like, we argued, and we got on with our day.
Is this the only time that he cheated?
We got new issues, and our new issues is our car battery went out on our car. So he didn't get paid till 2 days later. He told me he was gonna borrow the money from a guy coworker. Remind you, I still got this intuition back here telling me he lying. So I was like, are you borrowing the money from a guy coworker or a female coworker? He promised, it's a guy. So he got the battery and stuff changed. He come home from work, a couple days passed by. He don't know how to work an iPhone. I upgrade our phones to iPhones. So I went to his voicemails, and I saw this number. It was a private number, then there was another number. And it was a girl talking about, I gotta pay my rent. Where's my money? You said you was gonna pay me back. Terry. Then she was, what are you doing? And I'm just like, who is this? He was like, okay, all right, shawty, I'm gonna just tell you right now, I did get the money from a girl. But he thought that was it.
Okay, wait a minute, hold on. Why did you lie about getting the money from a coworker? Did it matter?
I mean, yeah, it did matter at the time because I was like, okay, I got to get this money some kind of way. I got to go to work tomorrow. Kids got to go to school. You got to go to work too. So it's not like I did this for my family. I didn't do it for me.
But Mr. Patterson, the question is, if it was innocent, why not just say, hey, I borrowed the money?
I lied because I didn't want to hear what her response was if I even told the truth. I mean, yeah, I lied to get it over with just for that moment, but...
Okay, did you lie because you sleeping with this woman?
No, I lied because...
Let's get into Becky.
What did you do to further investigate this? I know you did.
Let me tell you about this white woman, Becky. That's what we gonna call her while we here in court. I went to doing more investigation. He had this secret app. He don't know how to work an iPhone. I went to purchase apps where you can see everything that you do on your iPhone, any apps you ever downloaded. So I saw this app called IMO. I said, oh, okay, so I re-downloaded it. I saw messages. I saw everything that dates back to April.
All right.
So a month after us moving there, he got into this situation with Becky.
Did you ever confirm that he was sleeping with this woman?
I called her. After I saw all of that, I called her and she told me, yes, we have slept together one time. I'm in love with him. I'm not gonna stop talking to him.
Crazy.
All type of stuff.
And this is the woman he borrowed the money from?
Yes.
So, Mr. Patterson, have you been sleeping with this woman?
I did one time. That she know about.
You haven't slept with her since?
No.
I only know about it because she told me, not him. It didn't come from him. That's the reason he lied about the car battery, because he was still trying to keep her a secret. And that's the truth. He accusing me of all of this stuff because of what he's doing.
So, Mr. Patterson, this woman who you claim has this thing for you, you've been with her more than one time, haven't you?
No, just that one time. Just
one time?
Just that one time. She crazy. She think we're in a relationship. She think we love each other. I mean, it ain't my fault that you fell in love. I mean...
It is his fault.
So for you, it was just this one mistake that it snowballed.
I mean...
One and done.
One and done.
That's where you were?
Yeah.
And it was not your intent to ever go beyond that?
No, it was not.
But she's the one that believes that you all are in a relationship.
She do.
But Ms. Patterson, you absolutely believe that it went beyond this one time.
Yes.
Why do you believe it's going on beyond this?
Because she keeps telling me more and more information. She told me they work. First, I never knew she actually worked there. He denied that whole point. And I saw hold on, I got proof. I saw messages. I saw everything.
Ron, would you please get those messages?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. These are text messages that are from your husband, between your husband and this woman you call Becky.
Mm-hmm.
All right. She says, I love you with all of my heart and soul.
And he responds, not when you blanking somebody else.
Then it says...
What you doing?
And she says, my makeup, and where is my blank soda?
And then Mr. Patterson responds, I can still taste you.
Mr. Patterson, you wrote this to her?
He did.
I mean, from the looks, that's what it looked like. I mean,
yeah.
Well, I'm not asking you what it looked like. I asked you, did you do it?
Yeah, I did it. I did it.
Okay, this is your place. Look, wait. This is your place to stand up and be a man.
Yeah, I did it.
Okay, don't give me these little mealy-mouthed answers. Answer the question.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right.
So you did it.
I did it.
Okay, so you were tasting her in September.
Nah, I wasn't tasting that girl, man. Oh my
So why
God,
you
man.
still
The girl is crazy. Like you say certain stuff to the girl, it makes the girl happy. Like,
But you testified. Go ahead, love. I can't.
So you still are trying to convince this court that it only happened one time?
It happened one time.
And that's it?
That's it.
And after all that time, you can still taste her. That's what you're telling me. That's where we going with this?
Wow.
And here's the thing, if it was just one time, the reason you would be telling her that is because you're trying to get another time. But you're saying it was only one time, right?
Only one time.
And nothing else has happened.
No.
And these messages are just you kind of leading her on, just talking, but nothing else
I
happened.
mean, pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Cutler, there's the wife's side, there's the husband's side, and there's the other woman's side. Let's hear what she has to say. Ron, will you escort our witness in?
Yes, Sean.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
All right. You are a member of our court personnel, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And what you have is a statement from the other woman, is that right?
I do have a statement from the other woman.
All right. Would you please share with the court and for the record the other woman's statement?
Yes. 2 weeks after we started working together, we started hanging out as friends. I hadn't had sex in 3 years, so when sex was mentioned in our conversation, I didn't decline the idea. He did tell me he was married, but that him and his wife were going through a divorce. 2 months after we initially met, we had sex. He did tell me that he loved me, and eventually he even told me that his biggest dilemma was loving 2 women at the same time. He is a liar. Even though it is his wife, it broke my heart to see him with her. I wasted 6 months of my life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So there it is. Were you in love with 2 women at the same time?
Nah, I wasn't.
My thing is, like he always say, let's grow old. Like, I look at y'all are so beautiful and stuff. Like, how you want to grow old and be like them when you can't even do right? Like, it just break my heart. Because then he sit here and he say it was 3 months. It wasn't, I mean.
It's okay.
So, Mr. Patterson, when you look at your wife, I want you to turn and look at her. When you see your wife, the mother of your children, standing there in tears, what is going through your mind right now?
I messed up. Bad.
But it don't defeat, I can't keep going through this. Like, ain't no more messed up. We ain't kids no more. Like, it's just done.
Mr. Patterson, if you want to grow old and be an old married couple, now is your time to come clean.
Are you saying we're an old married couple? Is that what you're saying?
An older married couple, how's that?
Oh,
Look, we've been together for 36 years. I mean,
See, that's what I inspired
yeah.
to do, be an old married couple.
you know,
Be older.
yeah.
Older.
We can only pretend to be so young. So
I thought we were still popping, Mr. Cutler.
we're still young and popping, but we've been together for 36 years, so we can only pretend to be so young.
Okay.
Mr. Patterson, if you got any chance of being an older married couple, then now is your time to come clean. How many times have you been with her?
One time. One time.
All right. At this time, the court would like to call licensed and certified polygraph examiner Tom Platt to find out, is he cheating? Thank you for being here. Would you please state your credentials for the record?
I have over 10 years as a certified polygraph examiner and conducted nearly 3,000 polygraph examinations.
Mr. Patterson, you're gripping that podium mighty hard.
I'm just holding on to it. Just holding on to it. That's it.
Okay.
You asked Mr. Patterson, other than what your wife knows about, since you've been married, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than your wife? What was his response?
He stated no.
What did the polygraph exam reveal?
Polygraph determined that he was being deceptive.
You asked Mr. Patterson, during your marriage to Miss Patterson, have you had sexual intercourse with the woman referred to as Becky, other than the one time you admitted to your wife? What was his response to that question?
He stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being deceptive.
When you gonna stand up? Stand up, man, and tell the truth
You was
right
man enough
now.
to do it?
You owe it to her.
He was old.
This is not the look you want.
Yeah.
Be a man, tell her what's happened.
I did it.
You did what?
I cheated.
For how long? How long have you been with this woman?
Clearly said 6 months.
Because you all have been together for such a long time, Miss Patterson, I have to ask you, where's your marriage going?
It's going nowhere. I'm done. I can't take no more.
You all are engaged. You met at a house party, but now your house is in complete disarray because of allegations of cheating. Mr. Hall, tell me why you brought your case.
Well, I have a lot of suspicions that she's been cheating on me for, I would think, for about a year.
And if you find out she is cheating, what's going to happen with your relationship?
I think the best thing to do is to separate.
So you're going to be done?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Rossignol, why are you here?
First of all, let me just back this train on up just a little bit,
All
okay?
right.
Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, beep, beep, beep is right. Every day for the past entire year, I have been accused nonstop. You know the definition of insanity? It's literally asking the same question over and over and over again, expecting a different result. As soon as I hit the door at the house, it's, have you been alone? Have you used the bathroom at my mom's house? I can't use the bathroom by myself. You know,
So you've been living like this for a year?
A year of being
I think that's its own insanity right there.
Right, right.
So since you've been living that way, what are you here to prove today?
That I am not cheating on him and that I love him.
And you still love him in spite of
Yes,
all this?
despite everything. I love him to death. I would give my last breath for him. You know?
I hear the pain that you've been going through in your voice. Tell him about that.
I'm so sick of it. I can't deal with it anymore. I can't deal with constantly being accused of sleeping with everyone every day. I go to work for us. I come home for us. You know, I do dishes, I cook, I clean. I take care of the animals. I take care of you. I do your laundry. I do everything for you. And it hurts my heart that you constantly hurt me.
Color, what we have here is complete turmoil. She is in her feelings and hurt because he's accusing her, and he's saying, I don't want to do it, but I can't help myself. I got all these signs, and I can't help but ask you over and over and over again the same question.
Yeah, I get that. Let me ask this. What was it like in the beginning when you two met?
Man, it was great. You know, we met at a party. We hit it off. You know, I was looking at her from the room away, like, dang, she's beautiful. And we were.
Were you scared to go over? Or you just stepped right to her.
I stepped right to her.
Oh, look at that.
That's how you do it. I just stepped right to her.
And look at the smile to go with it.
But and we hit it off. A few months later, we moved in with each other, and
once you got to know her, what did you like about her?
she's my angel, man. She made my life better. I didn't have nothing. I didn't have my own house. I didn't have my own car. I didn't even have a license. I didn't even have a job. She literally made me do everything. I've got my own house now. I got my own car. She's
made you a better man.
Got my own job, yeah.
So, Ms. Rossignol, you saw something across the hall, across the way. What did you see?
His smile. The way he smiled, the way the lights twinkled in his eyes, you know, it was kind of like a little fairy tale at first, you know? It really was. I fell completely in love with him, completely, from the get-go. You know, I was 3 hours away doing a phone relationship.
So it was a long-distance relationship?
Yes, it was. And he definitely, you know, I moved in. He definitely got me.
So what was it like when he asked you to marry him?
Magical.
Tell me about that.
I was begging him, you know, I like this ring. I want this ring. You know, just showing him pictures of rings, kind of throwing hints like.
So
those aren't hints, baby. That's like a rock.
Yeah. So that loud noise he was hearing was all those hints being dropped. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
And Mr. Hall, you thought you had found exactly what you were looking for.
Oh, yes, sir.
But now you believe your future wife is cheating on you.
Yes, sir.
Tell me why.
We were sitting there. She was doing dishes and cooking, and I was browning some meat. And her phone rings, and I pick it up, and I'm like, hello, and there's some dude I've never heard before, never met, you know, and he proceeds to tell me how he's doing all these things to my old lady and how, and
doing what kind of things to your old lady?
Sexual intercourse, you know. Your old lady is
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And,
I appreciate you being respectful. I do.
Oral activity.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. And I was shocked. I didn't believe him. I called him on his and until he started describing the inside of my house. And cause I said, I don't
Describing it
believe
how?
you, dude. And he says, I know how your bathroom looks. He started describing my living room, my bathroom, my laundry room, my front porch. When I was looking at her, like, how does he have your number, and how does he know all this?
Well,
Who was this calling, and why is this person able to describe in great detail the inside of your house, let alone the sexual activity with you? Who is this person?
This is actually some dude that is mutual friends with Zachary. Well, his mama takes people in, like takes care of them when they're homeless, when they don't have food, when they don't have anything. She takes care of them. That's the kind of woman she is. So she's brought these people in here that know exactly how this house is.
So you're saying that the people in question, it wasn't because they were with you, sleeping with you.
Yes.
Because they've been to the house because of him.
Yes.
Or because they know his mother.
Yes.
And Ms. Rossignol, you deny that you had any kind of sexual activity?
I have no idea. No idea.
Mr. Hall, is there anybody in particular you believe that she's cheating with?
I mean, I got messages from exes like, hey, beautiful, how's your morning?
So where did you find these messages?
On her phone.
So they're talking badly about you in the messages?
Bad.
And this is her ex she's talking to?
Yes.
So she is going to her ex, talking badly about her current boyfriend, which is you.
Yeah, and we were just split up at the time.
Okay. And you submitted to the court your recollection of what you saw. Hey, beautiful, how was your day? Why are you with him? You can do so much better. He's not good enough for you.
Stuff like that.
When you saw this, what went through your mind?
Ow.
Ms. Rossignol, why would you do that?
I'm really getting fed up right now. This man has had lists of girls he has told he cares
but
more
we're not
and
here
more.
About him. We're here about you. And my question to you is, why were you contacting your ex and talking about your fiancé to him? That's the question.
Because he talks to me like crap to my face, calls me a whore, calls me fat, calls me names constantly.
All right, Mr. Hall, are you calling her fat?
I said that out of anger, and I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I've never meant them horrible words. People say things they don't mean all the time.
Well, okay, look.
But I really didn't mean that.
Mr. Hall, here's the thing. You cannot say things to your wife, to your future wife, to your girlfriend that you can't take back. When you say those kinds of things, they're hurtful.
Yes,
now,
sir.
we've been together a long time, over 35, almost 36 years. And one of the rules that we have is we never call each other out of our names. I never called her a B word or any other kind of word. You see I'm sitting here, right?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I never called her anything like that because I wouldn't be sitting here.
Yeah.
But you cannot do that. You've got to treat her like the queen she is. If you want this woman to be your wife, so, Mr. Hall, do you have any other reasons why you believe your girlfriend is cheating on you?
Yeah, I got a diagram I can show you.
Okay.
Okay, would you step to the diagram, please?
Yes, sir.
All right, tell us what we're looking at.
All right, this is a diagram of our old house.
Okay.
And, we were split up for about maybe a few days, and I wanted to come apologize and get back together and just say how much I'm sorry. I step on the porch, I hear movement, I look in the window,
Okay.
I see the curtain, and it flings, you know what I'm saying? I see it fling. So I'm like, oh, hell no. So I kick the door in, and
Just kick the door.
I kick the door in, I run in, and I'm running this way, and boom, here she is, right here, and here I am, and she's like, trying to, it looks like trying to block me, but I'm not thinking about this room, This room I'm not thinking about. So I shoot this way, thinking of old boys in there, he's gonna run through the back in all the woods. That's what I would do. I've done some stupid stuff myself. But.
So you run past her.
Run past her to the back door over here, back porch. So I looked all back here, so I come back around to the front, and then I see this white little Toyota pull off on the side of the street.
Now, was it just
Okay.
pulling off like somebody was going to work or pulling off like somebody's getting out of there?
Pulling off like somebody's getting out of there off the side of the street.
Okay. So it wasn't parked in front of your house, it was parked on the side street.
Of course, yeah, I wouldn't park in front of my house either. And this window right here that I think, oh, buddy, they were in here. Oh, keep in mind, she didn't have, all she had on was panties. As I was coming in there.
Correction, panties and a t-shirt because there was only one AC. It was the middle of summer. You're kidding.
Okay. But,
did you ever see the guy in or on the house property?
No, ma'am, I was going everywhere.
Checking underneath.
But she's standing there in her underwear.
Yeah.
All right, so what did she do when you kicked the door in? Because I know I would have been jumping like, what?
Yeah, I was fed up with it all. I had broken up with him. I paid for everything for this house. You know, this house was mine. So all of a sudden I hear this bang, bang, you know? And I look out the bathroom and here he comes running down the hallway. So I body slam him against the hallway.
You okay?
Kind of check block him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's going crazy. Like, why are you in my house? First of all, I just broke up with you. Anyways, so he starts screaming at me saying that there's this dude in the back bedroom next to the bathroom and I'm blocking the door and he's running out the back porch looking underneath the house, you know, in the woods. I mean, going to the extreme.
So you're convinced that she was cheating?
Yeah.
And you're convinced that it was the guy in the Toyota?
Yeah, white Toyota.
Well, Ms. Rossignol, I see you brought a witness with you.
Yes, I have.
Okay, ma'am, would you stand, please? All right, and for the court record, tell us your name, please.
My name is Leanne Dingler, and I'm Zach's mother.
You're Mr. Hall's mother.
Yes.
You're Mr. Hall's mother, but you're here as a witness for Ms. Rossignol.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's unexpected.
Good. Tell us what you know about this relationship.
It's been a mess for a long time. They've been at each other for a long time about this cheating thing. Is Jordan cheating? No, she's not cheating.
That was what
she is always with either me, another family member, or with Zach. She doesn't have an opportunity to cheat. And I've tried to get him to think about it sensibly. You know, if you just think about it sensibly, there's no room to cheat. But I mean, he's got to know. He's got to know that, you know, so even though you're my son, you've got to get your stuff together. You've got a good girl, and she's not going to be here forever if you keep doing this to her.
All right, thank you, Ms. Dingler. You can,
Thank you so much.
seat.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, I think we have enough testimony, love.
All right, what we got? Talk to me.
Okay, Mr. Hall claims he received a phone call from an unknown man claiming that Ms. Rossignol is in fact having sex with other guys. He found text messages between her and her ex downplaying him. And then Mr. Hall claims he caught her. He caught Ms. Rossignol helping her lover get out of the house.
Right, and she denies all of that.
She denies all of it.
So Mr. Hall said if he finds out that she's cheating, then the relationship is going to be over.
That's right.
Right. Well, this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court will call licensed polygraph examiner and former special agent to the FBI, Kendall Scholl, to determine, is she cheating? Now, please escort Mr. Scholl into the courtroom.
Kendall Scholl. We're going to go over to the witness stand.
How are you, sir?
Great, Your Honor. How are you?
We're good.
It's good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, sir.
You conducted a polygraph examination of Ms. Rossignol, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
You asked Ms. Rossignol, on the day Mr. Hall found you at home in your underwear, did you have physical sexual contact with another person? What was her response to that question?
She said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being... The lie detector determined that she was being truthful, Your Honor.
All right. You asked Ms. Rossignol, since you moved in with Mr. Hall, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than Mr. Hall? What was her response?
She said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful, Your Honor.
I see the tears in your eyes. What do those represent?
Sorry.
It's okay. I just don't want to hear no more accusations, no more nothing.
You won't?
I went to this extreme. I don't want to hear it no more.
You've been together 3 years, but thoughts of him cheating have thrown your relationship into turmoil and brought you to our court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you tell me why you are here specifically?
Well, I'm here because I think that Jonathan is cheating on me. I did leave. I was dating women before.
Oh.
For about 9 years, and I left, women to basically be with him. I feel like he's not giving me as much attention as he did before, so it's just becoming a problem for me.
All right. Well, Mr. Brown, this woman.
How are you not paying attention to this beautiful woman?
Your Honor, listen. So, I'm here to tell her the truth, show her the truth. She's out of her mind, everything. I'm sick of the allegations. She always accusing me. She wants to go through my phone. She has my passwords. She always wants to try to smell my private parts. She act like she always act like she say, oh, when I come home, she's like, oh, she wants to give me oral, but then slick, she's really trying to smell me, trying to see where I've been. I'm like,
okay,
yo.
Are you a sniffer? I just need to know. Are you a sniffer?
I mean, he's my boyfriend, so all of that is mine. I could do what I want to do.
So
Look, name it and claim it.
But here's the thing. Do you sniff him to see if he's been cheating? And that is a yes or no question.
Yes, I do.
So you are a sniffer?
Yes, I am.
Oh, my goodness, color sniffers in the house. I know that before the sniffing days came upon us, there were happy times.
Yes.
Tell me about how you two met.
And I started working this job, and Jonathan was pretty much like my supervisor. And, at first we were friends. I was in a really bad relationship, and Jonathan, he was a really good friend to me. He was always giving me good advice. And then we started having sex.
There's no bridge between.
No, that's.
So you are just like, he's a good friend, let's do this.
Yes.
All right. So as she said, at my job, I was the trainer/supervisor, so I was like, okay, I might want to pursue. I want to see what she really tough, what she say she is, because she say she don't like dudes. So I'm like, okay.
Oh, so the challenge was, you thought you had the power.
She threw some challenge at me. She said, I don't like dudes. Dudes is nasty. I've been with girls for 8 years, blah, blah, blah.
And you knew you had it going on at that point in life,
I had the haircut, I had the car, you know what I mean? She was all...
So now we got a picture, Mr. Colors. She's telling him, I don't even like dudes. I don't like your type. But I like your type. And then he's like, oh, challenge. Like,
I know I got it going on. Watch me work.
Watch me work.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively. And then y'all got together.
Right.
No, we didn't get together. We was just having sex. We wasn't like.
Well, that's together. You can't get more together than that.
We wasn't in a relationship at first.
I'm not saying you had a relationship.
Yes.
I'm just saying y'all got together.
Yes, we was having meetings.
Is that code for something else?
Yes, we was having sex in the car.
Okay, so what does that look like?
Yes,
Wait a minute.
Okay, so we used to be at work. And Jonathan would get off at 6, and I was supposed to get off at 8. But I would clock out and go downstairs, and we would, push the seats back and have sex in the car.
But you know what, Color? Okay. She's a great employee because she timed out before
Thank
she
you.
did. I just want
Now, his seat is always back in his car, and that's a problem for me. I just feel like it's too many things.
You're uncomfortable because you think he's now pushing that seat back.
Yes, I can show you. You want me to show you?
Yes, ma'am.
I got a paper to show you.
That, document.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, I want to give you an example.
Okay, can you step over to the monitor as well? And tell us what we're looking at.
So on this picture, it's a picture of Jonathan's car.
Yeah.
And what we would do is push the seat all the way back like it's pushed now. Jonathan would be here in a space on his knees.
This girl, man.
Okay. I would be here.
Yeah.
And we get to,
meet.
Get busy.
Yes, get busy.
Get busy.
So this is the proof. I just don't understand why would his chair always be back this way. He says that, he washes his car, but I'm pretty sure if you wash your car, wouldn't you put it back?
This is something you started to see recently.
Yes.
And so you think, okay, this means he's doing what he did with me.
Yes, Your Honor.
And it ain't you he's doing it with.
That is correct.
All right.
Thank you.
Mr. Brown, Given your illustrious history.
All right, so this is how it goes. Like I told you, I'm a car dude, you know? I'm always cleaning my car out, so I vacuum out. And when I get to the front, I push the seats back. I get everything. I should get all the crevices. I don't want no crumbs.
It is a clean car.
It's a clean car. You can see the lines in the carpet right there. You see the lines. So push the back to vacuum it. But I don't think to push it back forward because I don't sit in that seat. But when I get in the driver's seat, I'm going to adjust the seat back because why? I need to drive.
Are you pushing the seat back not just to clean, but to also meet?
Yeah.
No, there's no meetings happening in my car. No.
Because it sounds like, to me, that you in the driver's seat on the passenger side. What other evidence have you seen?
Okay, so like I said earlier, you know, Jonathan, he doesn't give me as much attention as he used to. So he would come home and go straight in the room, like not greet me, you know. So eventually I started following him to his bedroom. He wants to go and change his clothes. So one time, you know, I followed him and I noticed that his underwear was inside out. Okay, when we used to have the meetings in the car, Jonathan take off everything.
Wow.
So I'm thinking he's doing the same thing now, and he just accidentally, you know, put his underwear inside out.
No.
Why in the world would you put your underwear on inside out?
Listen, I've been doing this since I was a child. All I buy is a certain type of underwear, tagless, right? As long as it's not backwards, it don't bother me. So I may take a bath.
Doesn't men underwear have an interesting little pouch to hold, you know, your man
Right,
parts?
as long as the pouch is in the front,
yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's inside out.
But doesn't it flip a certain way?
You know a lot about men's underwear. Let's talk about this. She's got it down. But doesn't it flip a certain way?
Well,
Doesn't it fit?
I got you and 3 sons worth of underwear I have taken care of for 30 years. Now, I don't know all the ins and outs.
It sounds like you do.
Well, you know I don't, because I'm asking him, doesn't the door open a certain way? It doesn't swing both ways,
No, it's both ways.
So, Ms. Gibson, you're saying this is just something you just noticed recently.
Yes, I just don't understand why would his underwear be inside out.
Is there anyone in particular that you're concerned about?
Yes, so we have a mutual friend. So I ended up getting, you know, fired from the job that we were working at.
Your manager fired you?
Yes, I got fired.
I can't imagine
He
why.
fired you?
Oh, no.
No, he didn't fire me.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, woo!
You know.
I was like, Mr. Color fired me, it'd be on.
No.
You hear me?
So you got fired from a job that you were constantly clocking out early at?
No, I didn't get no. As soon as I left the job, he made new friends, which I don't have a problem with because I'm a very friendly person. So one day we got invited to go bowling. So we go to the bowling alley. And when I walked in, you know, Jonathan said, hey, everybody, this is my girlfriend. Everybody was, you know, excited to meet me. So Jonathan sits down and I go sit on one side of his lap and this mutual friend of ours, she sat on the other side.
He got 2 women on his lap.
Yes. So, you know, at first, I didn't say anything because I didn't want to embarrass him.
So you didn't clock her?
No, I didn't say anything. I just feel like they're too comfortable.
Exactly.
Your thing is, why does this woman feel comfortable enough to plop herself on your lap?
She's a coworker, right? I mean, a friend.
Color?
Because it sounds innocent to me. I mean, coworkers just being playful.
Not.
But what I'm hearing from you.
Let me just say, if somebody gets on your lap with me, it's gonna be on.
She's too comfortable.
Has anything else happened with this specific woman?
Yes. So we go to a house party, and this same mutual friend, she had been drinking, and her breast popped out of her shirt. Instead of Jonathan saying, oh, you know, fix your shirt, he pops them back in her shirt for her. So,
all right, show me what that looked like. He did. How'd he do?
They popped out. And he grabs her shirt and pops them back in.
So does he do this to him?
No,
Or grab the shirt?
I did not touch her.
His
I grabbed the
still
shirt.
touched her breast, so he grabbed her shirt and he
pulled her
it
back over.
Yes.
So-
Did you pop this woman's breast back
I
in her
did.
shirt?
Can I explain why? The girl walks over and her breast pop out. I'm like, yo, put your breast up instantly. I should have told her to fix it. I can attest to that. That was wrong. But instantly, I'm like, yo, these dudes in here, like, just fix yourself.
You've got a level of comfortability with that woman that you shouldn't have. Did I nail it? I nailed it? Okay. That's what the problem is.
All right, Ms. Gibson, is there anyone or anything else that you're concerned about?
Yes.
All right, tell me about it.
So it was one time I was at my apartment and one of my friends was at my apartment. I'm a very honest person. So Jonathan came over and My friend was in my bedroom, so I said, oh, get out because I want to have sex with my boyfriend. So as she got up to walk out, Jonathan says, oh, you don't have to get out, you could just watch.
That is not what I said. That's clearly not what I said.
Hold on, Mr. Brown.
And what did she say?
Okay.
All right, did she stay?
Yeah, so she stayed and we let her watch us have sex. But like the whole time, she wasn't watching me. She was watching Jonathan. She was like dazed.
How do you know?
Right.
Because I was looking at her and she was looking at him.
So while you're having sex with him, you're looking at her, looking at him.
Yes, I glazed over her and she was looking at him.
Let's get it right.
Okay, tell me what happened from your eyeball.
Okay, so she right. That day we were together, all three of us was in the apartment. She told her, I was like, okay. She's like, I want to have sex with my man, get out. And I was like, I don't care. I never told a girl you can stay. If she was there or not there, I don't find her attractive.
You know what, honestly,
I'm like,
but did that bother you to have somebody eyeballing you during this?
We was experimenting. Hey, we had just got together. I'm just like, hey, you want to do it? We
I
can
really
try
feel
it.
like because she was watching Jonathan, he really did. He put in work that day. He was showing out. Honestly.
Hey, wait a minute.
You think he was auditioning?
Yeah.
He's showing off for her like, this is what it's going to be like with you.
He was showing out so she would be like, oh, I need to get some of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this girl does. Okay.
My ears are ringing. I think we have heard enough testimony.
For a lifetime.
Because here's what it looks like. And I got to say, it's not looking pretty. If you find out that all of this is true, your relationship is over.
Yes.
You're done.
Yeah.
And because of this, the court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court would like to call certified polygraph examiner, licensed private investigator, and former special agent to the FBI, Kendall Shull, to determine, is he cheating?
Kendall Shull.
Good day, Mr. Shull. How are you?
Your Honor. Fine. How are you?
I'm good. You did a polygraph examination of Mr. Brown, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
All right. You asked Mr. Brown, have you ever had physical sexual contact with the co-worker in question? What was his response?
He said no.
Look nervous. You ready?
Not at all.
All right. What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
Mr. Brown was asked, have you ever had any physical sexual contact with a woman who watched you and Ms. Gibson have sex? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
How you feeling, Mr. Brown?
I feel like I won.
We still have one more question.
All right. I'm here for it.
Are you ready?
I ain't going nowhere.
All right.
All right.
Mr. Brown was asked, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than Ms. Gibson since January 2016? What was his response to that question?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being deceptive.
No.
Mr. Brown?
Not true.
Well, Mr. Brown, you can't pick and choose which questions you accept. Ms. Gibson, what's going through your mind right now? I see the tears in your eyes.
I can't, it's just hard for me to believe it. Because, like, he was there for me at my lowest point in my life. He gave me an ultimatum, you know, like in the beginning, he surprised me and he took me on a cruise and he basically told me if I didn't leave the person that I was with, that he couldn't be with me. He's truly a good person. And it's just hard for me to just even believe that he would cheat on me.
When you see the hurt on her face, what does that make you feel like?
I do nothing without her. I don't have time to cheat. I don't want to cheat. I have no time to live double lives. I have no time to keep up with two lives at once. I don't have time for it.
Here's what I would say to you. it's clear that you love him. People can move past anything that they want to move past. I don't encourage anybody to break up a relationship, but particularly when people seem to really care. And if your heart of hearts says, I don't know, but I do know I love him, y'all walk out of this courtroom together and figure it out. Because at the end of the day, it's a lovely thing to wake up to somebody you love.
And who loves you?